Hey everybody, welcome back to Quali-Tea time. So, in with the news, it is the new month of June. We have 3 new patrons, we have, consequently, a few people that need to add some details. So, I need to know their usernames so that they can be added to the Undermine server, if indeed they qualify for that. There's a whole slew of other things as well, but that's the big one that people seem to enjoy, so that's probably the one I should mention the most quickly. Also, in terms of Patreon, the May revenue actually exceeded the pre-sitch values for the first time. At over $900, they also exceeded every month in Sitch. So, wow. The numbers on Patreon are showing up a little bit weirdly, but apparently we're not that far off from, like, the PO box, and from there we're not very far off from daily videos. So, I'm honestly impressed. All in all, with the addition of the funds that's been getting chucked into the donation drive for Forbidden Lands, we've actually made somewhere in the region of $1,600 this past month, so wow, thank you so much. Moving on to the schedule, where I am slightly less bold, completely over. The first day we have Midnight Goo happening at 11 PM BST over at twitch.tv/lyinginbed. We're playing more Grey Goo in the series of maps that I haven't actually played to death. On Friday we then have an Energetic episode where there is a tragedy that genuinely makes me a bit weepy thinking about it, so enjoy that. Saturday, we have the penultimate episode of Night of Fangs, which means the one right before the end, so enjoy that. We also have another Dark Souls stream. It's taking people a little bit more time than we expected to get people's characters together, and there's a new intro we need to put together and all that, so a little bit longer than getting the D&D back, but we will play more Dark Souls, which means I'll be probably stabbing things a lot. That will of course be happening from 9 PM BST over at twitch.tv/lyinginbed1. Then on Sunday, we have an XCOM 2 episode where we are first taking down the Black Site. It's gonna be interesting. And then on Tuesday, we have, happening a bit earlier than usual, the Undermine monthly event. Because the latter half of the month is occupied by my special June project that you'll find out soon enough, consequently we don't actually have time for an Undermine episode there, so I'm putting it earlier in the month, which means the event has to happen earlier in the month so I can record it. So that's what's happening. We also have Yoko's Live number 49 at 9 PM BST over at twitch.tv/lyinginbed1. Hopefully I don't break things as badly this time. And then on Wednesday, we'll be having another Edgington episode where we're recovering slightly from the preceding tragedy. Yeah, I can't really say much about spoilers, so. And moving on to our questions for the week. These comments are of course drawn from the preceding video, so if you want to help me answer any questions, put them in the comments below. Our first question comes from Jade Raven. Are there any ace lines? Ace, meaning in this context, asexual, and agender, meaning they have no gender identity to meaningfully speak of, as well as no sexual attractions to speak of. They may also be aromantic, meaning they have no interest in romance. Our very own Fuzz is actually ace. But if there are any ace lines, yes, I can categorically say yes there are. In fact, one of them has already been unlocked in the Forbidden Lyings, so you'll get to find out. Hopefully that meets spec. From Nico25851, how accepting is your community? This came in regards to a large portion of my community being on Tumblr, and Tumblr, in some parts of the internet at the very least, has a bad reputation, and indeed there are bad parts of Tumblr. Overall though, I would say my community is very welcoming, very accepting, and there haven't been many disagreements for me to be, like, cautious of, but I tend to think we're a fairly, like, rational bunch. I hope we are. Yeah, overall I'd say my community is fairly accepting. From Sapinyan, how many lions did which lion kill? 135,000. From Scott Davis, as our last question of the day, what is your view on VR technology? Oh gods, oh boy. I can't wait. I especially currently can't wait for it to become affordable to me, but oh, I would have so much fun with VR. Even just augmented reality would be glorious. Like, think Iron Man 1, I would love that so much. Just hook it directly to my eyeballs, literally, if you can. Anyways, enough of my fanboying over that. Hope you've all enjoyed. I will, of course, catch you this same time next week, and with that in mind, catch you all next time.